everyone. Jasmine, Principles of Economics and Management. The subject code is 3140709 in 4th SEM. We can say here it is the abbreviation PEM. It's an abbreviation of Principles of Economics and Management. So let's start. Unit 5 Money and Banking. These are the outlines: money, meaning, functions and types that we have discussed here. Monetary policy, meaning, objectives and tools. Fiscal policy that we have discussed, meaning, objectives and tools. Banking, and it means meaning, objectives and tools. And banking that we have discussed, banking, meaning, types, functions. Central bank, RBI, it means Reserve Bank of India. Functions and concepts. Functions of Reserve Bank of India: number 1, issue of currency notes. Number 2, banker to government. Number 3, bankers bank. Number 4, controller of credit, custodian of exchange, foreign exchange reserve, data collection and publicity, promotional functions and supervisory functions. So there are the 8 functions of Reserve Bank of India. In the earlier lecture we had discussed about issue of currency notes. Today we are going to discuss about the banker to government. It maintains and operates government deposits. It collects and makes payments on behalf of the government also. It helps the government to float new loans and manages the public debt. It sells treasury bills of 91 days duration for the central government. It provides development finance to the government for carrying out 5-year plans. It undertakes foreign exchange transactions on behalf of the central government. It makes ways and means advances to the central and state governments for periods not exceeding 3 months. It acts as the agent of the Government of India in the letters dealing with the International Monetary Fund, IMF, the World Bank and the other international financial institutions. Number 3, bankers bank. Liquidity management of banks through cash reserve ratio. The banks are obliged to keep certain part of the time and demand deposits mobilized by them with the RBI. Such CRR requirements limit the credit granting power of the bank and ensures the liquidity on maturity. Number B, clearing house functions. RBI acts as a clearing house of the banking system under the buffer of the CRR maintained by all the banks with the RBI. Advisory functions. So bankers functions में we have seen liquidity management of banks through cash reserve ratio, clearing house functions and advisory functions. The RBI advises the commercial banks on the monetary and financial matters necessary for their efficient functioning. And lender of the last choice. In case of financial crisis faced by the banks at any time, the RBI acts a lender of the last choice. It resolves the crisis and to maintain the confidence of the depositing and investing public, along with the liquidity adjustment facility through the repo mechanism. RBI also assists the banks in case of crisis. Control of credit. RBI administers control over the credit that the commercial banks grant. RBI's monetary policy is used to control the demand and supply of money in the economy. So demand and supply is also related with the economy. Such a method is used by RBI to bring economic development with stability. So control of credit must also be believe in economic development with stability. Custodian of foreign exchange reserve. RBI has the custody of the country's reserves of international currency. It has the responsibility to maintain the official rate of exchange. It does so through regulating and controlling the foreign exchange transactions. The Foreign Exchange Management Act empowers the RBI to issue direction for the administration of exchange control. For this purpose, the RBI has set up separate department called Foreign Exchange Control Department. So according to that they have made their own department, Foreign Exchange Control Department. Number 6, data collection and publicity. Being the apex monetary authority of a country, the RBI collects the process and publishes statistical data on several topics. It includes interest rate, inflation, savings and investments. This data proves to be quite useful for researchers and policymakers. Promotional functions. RBI always tries to promote the banking habits in the country. It takes measures for an expansion of the banking networks. During economic reforms, it has taken many initiatives for encouraging and promoting banking in India. The RBI also tries to exchange the facilities for providing finance for foreign trade, especially exports from India. The Export-Import Bank of India, so उसका abbreviation EXIM Bank India, and the Export Credit Guarantee Corporation of India ECGC are supported by refinancing their lending for export purpose. Number 8, supervisory functions. It has the authority to regulate and administer the entire banking and financial system. Its supervisory functions are granting license to banks, bank inspection, control over NBFIs, non-banking financial institutions, implementation of deposit insurance scheme. So, thank you very much, dear all.